Hi, and welcome to the supplement for making bar chords on the ukulele. Today we're going to take it from the A chord, A major chord, and go on up the fretboard and make some more chords. So, just a couple things to keep in mind. These are locating where the frets are to let you know where the chord formation is. I left this out. You probably have all seen this before, and this is just to show you that the music is following an alphabet system and the chords are kind of following an alphabet system, and I'll explain a little bit more as we go along. Now, the first chord that we're going to do is the A chord. Okay? And the A chord is first finger, second finger, and you may remember the A7 chord was just that finger. Okay, A7, and what we're doing to make an A chord is just putting that second finger above. So it's only two fingers. Okay, first and second. First and second. Okay, A chord. Okay, so we're going to start with that chord and move on up. You can see right over here, and the concept is the same. And the concept that you want to remember is that the formation stays the same and the bar moving up. So there's like two notes that's already being played by the bridge. And as this goes up, you see the same formation for every single chord. That same formation, same formation, same formation, same, same, same. And that two fingers, the two notes just keep rising as you go on up the fretboard. Okay, so the real exciting part happens when you make the B flat chord, but I just wanted to show you that it actually starts from the A chord, so you have an idea like how we can go up the chord pattern here. So let's move on to a B flat chord. We all know how to make a B flat chord, so go ahead and make your B flat chord now. B flat chord. Okay. Now from that B flat chord and your finger position, you're never going to move these fingers for this entire exercise, okay? So keep your fingers in this formation for the entire exercise. All you're going to do is just move up the fretboard or down the fretboard, but keep your fingers in that B flat position. So make your B flat chord, and we're going to start doing it here. So since we already know the B flat chord, by the way, the B flat chord, when you did learn it, it could be considered the start of your learning your bar chords, although B flat chord is basically the chord in the first position. Now, so we're going to move up to the second fret. That's on the second fret. So in other words, you got the B flat chord, move everything up one fret. One fret. There we go. So good. So now you're on the second fret with that same finger in position. That's a B chord. You're on the second fret with that same finger in position, okay? Second fret. That's where your starting point is. Once again, you know, it looks like a B flat chord formation, but it's on the second fret, so it's not a B flat chord. It's a B chord. This is a B chord. Okay? Now, if you notice, I left these up here. You can see A, B, C, D, and we've even gone all the way up to E. Now let's move on to the C chord. That's so from the B chord, you're going to move up one fret to the third fret. Same fingering formation. C chord. That's a C chord. Okay. Now we're going to move up two frets from the third fret, to the fifth fret, fret number 5. So you're going to just move up two more frets. Okay? And that's a D chord. D as in dog, D chord. Okay? And finally, we're going to move up two more frets to an E chord, and that's going to be in your 7th fret. So from a D position, just move up two more frets. Or if you've already taken off your fingers off the fretboard, all you're going to do is just count. So on the 7th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. So I'm going to make that chord, same chord formation on the 7th fret. Okay, and that's your B chord. Okay. Now some of you folks may have been noticing that, hey, you know, I recognize these chords, but they just are played in different positions, and that's very true. As you're learning these chords, there's many ways you can make a chord. So there's more than one way to make a B flat chord. There's more than one way to make a C chord, especially when you start making bar chords. Now, just to talk a little bit about why you see a B flat chord there in between the A and the B. So you notice between A and B, we got a B flat chord. Okay? Now I'm just going to touch on this. I don't want to confuse anybody. So in between here, all these chords are sharps and flats. Okay? It just so happens I'm choosing the B flat chord. So in between here are sharps and flats. So I'm choosing the B flat to go in between A and B. Now another way you can look at it is that if you want to use sharps, okay, this would be an A sharp. Okay, so think of it as if that chord has to go up, it'd be A sharp, but it's still in between here. Or if this chord has to come down, it'd be a B flat. Okay, so not to touch too much on that. If you want to really understand it or get more information on that, you should take up a theory class or a music appreciation class to understand it more. But for now, the reason why that's in between A and B is because we're going to go with the B flat chord, and that's a chord that we have already learned. So at this point, go ahead and rewind the tutorial and try to understand the concept of making the bar chords and how they're constructed. At this point, I would just say memorize the chord, where they're located. That's on the 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret. Memorize where they're located. One thing good about this is that it's moving from one formation, meaning the same chord is just going up the fretboard, making different chords. I think the hardest thing would be to memorize exactly which fret it's on and getting it correctly. So other than that, it's pretty easy in understanding the concept on making bar chords. Okay, when you're ready to move on to the next lesson, we'll see you then.